Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be about how to manipulate sheets again through, or Excel sheets through PyCharm. So when you're ready, without further ado, let's get started. So again, first of all, we're still working with PyCharm and Excel, so we're going to do import and PyExcel, import open PyExcel, get our workbook equals open PyExcel, get load workbook test book writing XLSX. And we're going to open up this here. I already tried to merge these two panes right here. I merged A1 and B1 in a test. What we're going to try now is we're going to try to merge A1 through C1. So we'll get to that in a second though. Textbook writing XLSX. We're going to open up our sheet. Sheet equals get sheet by name test book writing. Oops, no, that's the workbook name. We're going to type out sheet 1. Now next we're going to sheet merge. Sheet.merge cells to A1 to C1. I'll do workbook.save. Workbook.save. So our name, so it would be test book. Writing XLSX. Oops, and it says our permission is denied. So we're gonna have to close this because it didn't allow us to save because we had it open already. So we're going to try it again. Now we're going to see what happens. And of course we, as before we just had to click on several windows, but we managed to extend the cell from A1 all the way to C1. Okay. Now we're going to clear our console. We're going to reopen our worksheet, workbook and sheet. So we're going to do import open PyExcel, workbook equals open PyExcel dot load workbook test book writing XLSX sheet equals get sheet by name, sheet 1. Now I'm going to freeze some panes. So like before, we'll do something very similar. We'll just type out sheet.freeze panes equals. Basically, it's sort of interesting. You can't just type in something like A1 and freeze the A pane or A1 pane. So then what you do is you type in the cell name. But the cell names aren't exactly super intuitive. So if you want to, for example, freeze the front row, freeze the first row rather, you have to type out something like A2, not A1. And if you want to freeze the first column, you want to type B1 for the first column and so forth. So in this case, we're going to A2. Now we're going to type workbook.save. Save. Test book writing XLSX. Now we're going to open it up again. And it froze because we typed out our A2, it froze our first row. So see we had hello world. If we had some populated data here, we would again also freeze it. Something on D1 or E1 or F1, it will be frozen. Now next thing we're going to do is we're going to change the title of our sheets. So we're going to again refresh our console. Import open PyExcel workbook, test book writing, Excel, okay. Test book writing Excel, that SLXX. Now this is going to be different. We're not going to open a specific sheet right now. Instead, we're just going to open up a workbook. So we're going to, oops. Actually, let me go ahead and refresh this console. So going to open PyExcel. Oops, I spelled that wrong. PyExcel, open PyExcel. Now we're going to type out something. We're not going to call a specific workbook. We're just going to type out open PyExcel workbook equals open PyExcel dot workbook Okay, so basically we forgot to capitalize workbook, and you need to capitalize workbook in this case. Now what we're going to do is we're going to type out wp.get wp.get. Let me type this out again. wp.get sheet names. And we have our sheet, which is I think we renamed it somewhere. I think, let's see, we had get changes. Okay, so let's just name it sheet under our test book writing Excel. We're gonna type out sheet equals work.active. We're gonna sheet.title. We're gonna get the title of our active sheet. Just call it sheet. We're gonna sheet title. Sheet title equals sheet.title rather, sorry. Sheet.title equals sheet 1. Now we'll type out WB get sheet names. And our sheet 1, we changed our name to sheet 1. So we're going to save to our workbook. Save to our workbook. Save test book writing Excel. Writing Excel. XLSX. As we see, we're going to open this up. We don't have it open yet, so that's a good thing. We're going to open it up separately. It looks like it just cleared everything in it. So we changed the name to sheet 1. Let's try to see if we have the other sheet still open. And it looks like we don't. So basically, we just sort of changed the sheet style to sheet 1. Now, unfortunately, it's sort of weird, but it sort of deleted everything in our Excel workbook. Oh, that's because we didn't call a particular workbook. Instead, we didn't input a particular workbook up here. We just called the workbook just an empty workbook. We just saved a particular sheet for that workbook, and we changed to sheet 1. Now finally, I'm going to work on how to create sheets on Excel. So to do this again, we'll go back to our console, new console, open PyExcel. Import open PyExcel. Workbook equals open PyExcel dot workbook. And you got a capitalized letter. Now we're going to create a sheet, and it's very simple. We're just going to type out wb.create sheet. Create sheet. Oops. Do not need quotation marks here. Create sheet. Let's go sheet 2. sheet 2. So we're going to create the sheet, the workbook, and just this tells us we created it. Now we're going to type workbooks.get sheet names because we want to figure out what our sheet names are. Now we have two sheets. We start off with a sheet, which was our default sheet, and here we just added our second sheet from wb.createSheet. We have to get sheet names. And finally, we can remove a sheet by typing out wb.remove sheet, parentheses, wb.get sheet by name. Should be sheet 2. And then we'll finally type out again wb get sheet names. And we just have that one sheet. So we deleted sheet 2 using the wb remove sheet. And there's some red lines of text here. Again, they're not particularly needed, or they don't particularly mean anything, because we were able to get our sheet names. We deleted one of our sheets called sheet 2, and we're left with just a sheet. Yeah, so that's basically it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.